Seth, Matt Beatty from
Max Cavalera,
Jose Mangin,
George Corpsconder Fisher from
D. Snyder,
Alex Skolnick,
Alex Terrible,
Dave Mustaine,
Christina.
Hola.
Sobre la dosis.
Sobre la dosis.
Sobre la dosis.
Sobre la dosis.
Sobre la dosis. It's a great metal podcast.
Jonathan Montenegro.
Jonathan Montenegro.
Jonathan Montenegro.
Jonathan Montenegro.
Jonathan Montenegro. Let's go!
You better be listening because I know where you live.
Hey, Jonathan, it's Mark here. Thanks for having me. And I appreciate you sending me these 3 questions. I will get to them. All right, so first question. I'm reading a list right now. What piece of music advice forever changed your way of thinking? I would probably say this dates back to the late 2000s when I met Jake Bowen, the other guitar player in Periphery. He's always said, always be on time, always show up on time, always arrive on time. And it sounds so simple, but you would be shocked at how a lot of musicians aren't that way. A lot of musicians kind of live like grown children. And that expression to me always signified a lot more than what is literally expressed in the sentence to always show up on time. That to me means being accountable to your colleagues and coworkers, to your co-business owners, to having all of your bases covered, to always be prepared, to always just have everything you do on lock. Be prepared, always show up on time, always be accountable, and just get the work done. The work comes first. So it's a very simple sentiment, but I feel like it covers a lot of ground that I think a lot of musicians tend to gloss over in the creative aspects of doing this job. So that's a big one. I love that one. Number 2, how much has it influenced you as a musician, the Nordic metal, and have you brought those influences to the time of composing for Periphery? For sure. That stuff is a huge reason I do what I do. I fell in love in the 90s with bands like In Flames and SOBRE and Dissection and Emperor and Immortal and, Satyricon. The list goes on and on and on. I could sit here all day and talk about bands from that part of the world and how big of an impact they had on me back in that day. And it's still my favorite genre of metal. I listen to way more of that sort of, I guess you could call it melodic death metal or black metal, all of that stuff, more than even, prog, like the stuff I eventually came to adore later in life. But it's part of me, and it's behind everything that I write in Periphery and everything that I write in Haunted Shores. It's there, and I would like to think that I at least have some small hand in some of the more crazy black metal, death metal bits in Periphery, and certainly Haunted Shores, since that's kind of the point of that whole project to pay homage to that style of music. So yeah, it has everything to do with it, and it's part of who I am. I adore that style of music. All right, number 3. When will Periphery surprise their fans with the follow-up album to Periphery 4, Hail Stan? That's a good question. I don't think I know the answer to that one. Soon, I hope. Right now we're kind of in the thick of working on it. Writing for the record, Periphery 5, I guess it's going to be called, is nearly done. We're approaching the finish line. Right now, vocals are the primary thing that we're working on, and it's taken a while because for us, it needs to be able to raise the bar and be better and I guess different than anything we've ever done. We've said to each other many times in the band that we could easily, write a formula or try to emulate what we did on Periphery 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever, and just do that till the end of time. But that's not why we do this. We like to think of ourselves as a progressive band and a band that always tries to push ourselves and push our listeners. So while a lot of people may say, hey, write another Periphery 2, at the end of the day, I don't think you want that, as the fan, as the listener. And we certainly don't want that because the idea of sort of releasing the same record over and over sounds so fucking boring. And for us, the thing that gets us out of bed in the morning is writing something that makes us surprised. You know, it's like, holy shit, where did that come from? You know, we haven't went there before. So I think that's what we're looking for on this record. And as, you know, as immersed as I've been in the writing for Periphery 5 for the past year plus, I can say that it certainly goes there. You know, it certainly covers some territory that I don't think we've fairly touched on in our career. So anyways, I hope you guys feel the same way when it's out. I appreciate the questions, Jonathan, and take care. I hope to talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.